G'day pals and welcome back to the Wandering Village, where today we need to turn this tiny little settlement into a really efficient city. Oh yeah, and by the way, we're on the back of Ombu, our favorite dog creature. Wait, okay, I think this needs to be an official poll. Down in the comments, one's if you think Ombu's a dog, and two, well, I guess there's really no two, right? He's definitely a dog. But right now, he is sleeping on his favorite cotton trees, and his little chest is glowing because it's nighttime as well. We're also coming up to our next crossroads here, so there's a choice of going into the desert or continuing through the forest, it looks like from here. If you didn't remember from last time, we're also working with a higher difficulty this time. After day 25, which I just realized is today, Ombu's gonna be 10% hungrier every time he wakes up. That's gonna be so soon. Ombu, please stay asleep for a long time. Oh no, I shouldn't have said anything. He's waking up. No, Ombu. He's 68% hungry already. All right, we're diving right in, I see. The other one we have is thick fog, so our sight radius on the world map isn't the best either. It's 25%, not as good as normal. By the looks of this, there is no food anywhere near us, by the way, so we're gonna have to really try and feed Ombu the old school way. And that means diving into the tech tree. We've just completed our scavenger hut, which is awesome. We really needed that. But if we're gonna feed Ombu, this is what we need next, the feeding trebuchet. It just costs 10 planks for us to build it, so let's make sure we've got that going. But also we need the Ombu kitchen that's just behind it to actually prepare the food. And since the update, everything does have a research cost. So for this one, we're gonna need not only planks, but mushrooms and Ombu research points, which we have 0 of. That's a problem also. We do already have the Ombuologist researched though, so this is the guy that actually gets the Ombu research points. We'll plop him over here next to the Ombu horn, and we're probably gonna have to prioritize him right now. We've got most of the ingredients we need except for the wooden planks. So we'll just make sure we've got 2 people in our carpenter, and they'll turn 2 wood into 1 plank every 3.5 hours or so. By the way, someone mentioned in the comments that we should probably have our stonemason up a bit closer to the stone mines, and I totally agree. So we're building a new one here. Once that's built, I'll deconstruct the old one that's down here near the carpenter. We're also going to work on expanding our berry farm a little bit more too. This is going to be a really efficient food source for us. We're actually getting really short on workers as well. There's 20 fully employed people with 0 free workers to go into new houses. And since the update, you're able to get free settlers pretty much, as long as you can maintain a good happiness level. Right now we need 6, but unfortunately we're just on 4. So that's a big problem. Also, someone's poisoned. How did that even happen? I guess trying to increase our housing quality, and food variety is gonna help us bump that up as much as possible. But right now we've just got to poach some of our workers out of things like our mining camp, and we've also taken one out of the clay gathering camp as well. All right, good. We've got some ingredients going to the Ombuologist. Oh, and it's time for us to decide which way Ombu goes. Is that food? Stinkhorn fungi. Healthy food for Ombu. Yes. Okay, please, Ombu, go southeast. Yes, he listened. Okay, that's really handy because he's already 74% hungry and we still don't have a way to feed him. Although I really want these nomads so bad. Why is this game so cruel? We've also started construction on our scavenger hut over here. They're just clearing the land. And we're also getting the village doctor too, so that we can cure any poison of our villagers. And thank goodness the feeding trebuchet is done as well. But we can't actually start building the Ombu kitchen until we get the 10 Ombu research points. Instead, I'm just going to release these researchers from the building for a little while. All 3 of them have gone to do other jobs around our little settlement, but we do want them back as soon as possible. How are we going over here? It looks like we've got Nolly, who's just helping to build the Ombuologist. We just need 4 more planks. Okay, we're getting really close now. Yes, here comes Jelaine with another one. Love your work, Jelaine. You hammer those planks in there. Also, for right now, we could probably pull this person out of the hornblower. We don't need them right at this second. That's Jody Willoughby. Go and do something useful, would you, Jody? Like Nolly over here, bringing another plank. Oh, Nolly, I'm going to build you the biggest mansion. And we've got 2 more planks coming as well. I think these are the last 2. Oh, Jody, you are doing something useful. Okay, you can stay after all. I'm not going to boot you out of the camp. And you even stayed to build the building after you delivered the last resource. That is a rare personality trait around here. Most people would just duck off and not finish the job. Beautiful. Ombuologist completed. So it looks like with 2 people in there, every 2.5 hours, we'll get 1 Ombu research point. Or Ombu Note, it's called. Then once we've got 10, we can research the kitchen. I'm now going to prioritize this village doctor because we really need to cure this poisoned person to get 1 more happiness point back. That's really important since we're so low on numbers. Oh yes, we got our first Ombu Note. These 2 are flying through it. That's really good to see. And how are we going on the world map? We're just about to reach the abandoned encampment. I think that gives us a couple of tools, but Ombu's starving. Onbu, I'm so sorry. You're 80% hungry. 81%. Okay, very good. We got the 3 tools from the abandoned encampment, and we're coming really close to this stinkhorn fungi where Ombu can finally eat. Unfortunately, it does say that the nauseating smell will linger and dampen the mood of our villagers, which is not going to be great for our happiness, let's be honest. Beautiful. We have our village doctor completed. It looks like Jodie's taking up the mantle of our village doctor, and she's already headed out to heal Drew, which, if any luck... Yes, okay, fully cured. But the next big challenge is getting this scavenger hut built. It looks like we still need quite a lot of wood planks, and clay is really holding us up as well. Although Abdel is really going for it. Look at him digging out that clay mound. I really like now how when it rains, you get these puddles form that actually turn into clay deposits. So this one's actually getting really efficient. It's getting lots of extra ones in its little radius here. And finally, we made it to the mushrooms. Ombu's only 85% hungry. I'm sorry, Ombu, it's so miserable. It's raining and you're starving. You've had to walk so far already. But now you can finally have your delicious mushrooms. Disgusting. Just the most disgusting eater you've ever seen in your life. Oh, there we go. It's dropped Ombu's hunger to 50%. It's still not the best. And now we're left with this nauseating smell debuff, which is going to last a day and drops our happiness by 2. Oh, that's so bad. If our happiness drops by 1 more point, it's possible that villagers might want to leave Ombu. Scavenger hut constructed. All right, we're putting 2 people in that as soon as possible. It looks like it's Nolly and Drew that are jumping in there. Now, what this means is from our map, see this circle we've got here? We can explore anything that's left in that circle, like these little forest areas. And since the update, you can actually see what the expected rewards are, which is super handy. Like this one will get 40 wood and 5 mushrooms, 10 heal shrooms from this one, some berry seeds. This one gives clay and wood, or biogas from the mine. That's super interesting. Let's just go from this close one though. And because it's close, it means that the scavenging time will be heaps lower. Now I feel like we're in a better position. Being able to scavenge for extra resources is going to come in super handy. We also have all of the Ombu points that we need. We're just waiting on quite a bit of wood for us to start the research. Oh, we also haven't checked out our berry farm in a little while. We made it smaller than usual, and these guys are using it pretty well by the looks of it. Maybe I should even make it a little bit bigger than that. Why don't we just extend it out 1 more and see if they use that extra space? Okay, it's time for us to start construction of the ultimate feeding device, the Ombu feeding trebuchet. It's going to take a little while though. We need to clear out some things here. And really, it's going to be a super low priority because we need the actual kitchen before we can send any food for Ombu. Oh no, we're down to 1 happiness. We got some random poison from somewhere, which is dropping our happiness by 1 point here. Okay, village doctor, please hurry up. Where are you? Good. It looks like Gillane's coming to the rescue, but for some reason, she's gone to visit the carpenter? Oh, she had to heal the carpenter. He was sick. Okay, very good. Love your work, Gillane. The other issue we've got is we're completely out of herbs, which we need to perform medicine. We've got some over here, which I'm going to have to put on super high priority now, so we harvest those quickly. But we did regain some happiness points, especially because that Ombu feeding debuff just wore off. All right, back under control. And perfect timing. We just stumbled across a little band of nomads here, so we're going to pick them up straight away. Don't even have to think about it. We got a healthy person and 2 poisoned people. When will poison end? Also, our village's needs have increased from 1 to 2. So that means now we need to keep our needs above 2, not just 1. Man, that's really ramping up on this difficulty. That makes me nervous. We also need to be level 7 to attract nomads instead of 6. Hopefully these extra workers will make the difference, so we've got more hands on deck to do these jobs that are slowing us down. I wonder if a lot of our problems are because we've literally squished all of our villages into this terrible flop house. I mean, it does say that the inhabitants are more susceptible to poison. Nah, I'm sure it'll be fine. I hope. That probably will be where we need to research after the Ombu kitchen, but this hut needs 100 clay to actually start researching, so that's going to be a little ways off anyway. Oh, we've reached day 30. Our new day 37 is in sight. You know what? This time I'm sure it'll be fine. But I mean, judging by all the problems that have cropped up so far, maybe we'll be lucky to reach day 37. But you know what? Things are looking up. Our scavengers are just back in with 40 wood and 5 mushrooms, which is pretty awesome. I'm going to send them out straight away, though. I think this time we want to try and get the 30 clay so we can get ahead of things. So we'll send them that way. And also, we need to pick a direction here. But I think we want to avoid the desert, so let's try and go southeast. Ombu doesn't trust your commands. What? Ombu! I thought we were friends, Ombu. Oh no. If he goes into the desert, that could be not great. Not only is there a sandworm nest there, but I also see this little thing. Oh, tasty looking stones. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Although Ombu might get constipated. That actually is not great. We may have found a little bit of extra time though. Ombu's decided he wanted to go to sleep in the middle of the road. Unfortunately, there is medium ground toxicity, so I think we're going to have a little bit more poison happening around here. Do you know what though? We've got our research started finally for the Ombu kitchen. That means we can start work on our feeding trebuchet, finally. So it's like the last step we need. And now since we've waited so long, we get another shot at telling Ombu what to do. Please, Ombu. Southeast. No! It failed again. Okay, our fate is in Ombu's hands at this point. Amazing, the Ombu kitchen is completed. Now we're going to jump straight down here and start to research the kitchen, because food quality is something we're going to need desperately to increase our happiness up. I think it's also pretty efficient if we build the Ombu kitchen right next to our mycologists, so they've got easy access to where all of the mushrooms are. Ombu, how are you already 71% hungry? You've been sleeping the whole time. Finally, we've convinced Ombu to go southeast, so we can definitely avoid the desert, at least for now. Our kitchen's also finished, so I'm going to sneak one of these little guys in here. This one's going to be related to this farm. So whatever this farm's growing, that's what this kitchen's going to be cooking. The next research we need is the herbalist. That way we can grow our own herbs rather than relying on them growing naturally, which is not really happening that quickly, actually. There's like none left on Ombu's back. And we keep getting poisoned villagers too, so that's a huge need of ours right now. Oh, the Ombu kitchen's ready. Everything seems to be hidden by trees. There's just so many trees on Ombu's back still, which we're clearing out. But now we're starting to make food, finally. It just takes 2 days for one food. Okay, let's make that 2 people. That halves the time down to 1 day. Super efficient, though. They're just grabbing the mushrooms from the farm across the road. Now, I guess we'll make the feeding trebuchet high priority now. We need 30 wood planks and 20 stone. Yep, it's the wood planks that holds us up once again. Hopefully by then, though, we'll have a couple of food made at least. Oh, man, we need herbs, and the only ones I can find are right over in this far corner, right next to Ombu's butt. So we're going to have to send someone all the way over here to try and get these as soon as possible on super high priority. Oh, no, we've dropped down to 1 happiness. The villagers are displeased. If their happiness remains below 2 for more than 1 day and 22 hours, 2 villagers will leave. This has never happened before. It's all because we're out of herbs and we've got poisoned people. What can we do? I'm gonna have to take some people out of some of these buildings. We don't need a hornblower at the moment. You're getting out of there as soon as possible. Oh, Ombu's waking up as well. Okay, it's all happening. We're gonna pull all of the researchers out just temporarily, and hopefully they're all gonna go and collect herbs. Yes, moving to herb. Perfect. Ombu's also suddenly very hungry after waking up. It's at 87%, which means he's starving. Oh my god. All right, here we go. We're collecting the herbs. We've got 4 people on it at once. Come on, guys, take it back with you. What are you doing? There's only 1 person out of the 4 that's taking a herb back. It's Addery. You must be new, Addery, because everyone that was here before is just so lazy. Oh, it's getting worse as well. We've got 6 poisoned villagers. It's -3 to our happiness. We're at 0. And we're down to 1 day and 12 hours remaining. That is not good. Judging by the picture, it could get even worse as well. And we're heading towards the mountain biome, which might be a bit of a problem because I don't see any food anywhere. Okay, well, we're heading in the right direction. We've clawed our way back to 1 happiness. There's still 4 poisoned people. Oh no, it looks like the last of the herbs actually decayed. This one turned into a pile of compost. Okay, where else is there herbs on this map? Oh, I see some. Wait, they're hidden in here. Okay, we're gonna harvest you. Super high priority. Little cheeky one in there. Super high priority. Oh, also one down here. Man, they're really hiding over here. Oh, and there's a few more in here as well. Okay, this could save us. This might be the actual thing that saves us. Now, we do have our scavengers back. Okay, this time I think we're gonna explore this forest. It gives us 20 clay and 15 mushrooms. There they go, our scavengers. The little flying contraptions. Man, that would be so fun. All right, where were we? Oh yeah, that's right. Everyone's gonna leave our village. Wait, no, we could be good. We're at 2 happiness. That actually means if we can stay at 2 happiness, we'll be okay. But as a priority, we need to build a herbalist like right now. I'm gonna put this guy up the top here. He can be right near the mycologist, which is growing Ombu's mushrooms. And our feeding trebuchet is constructed. Okay, quick, we gotta put someone in there. Because we do have 1 food. Yes. It says these foods can restore some hunger. I don't exactly remember what that is, but hopefully it's a lot. Milek, yes, you're doing such a good job. Okay, we're back to 3 happiness. Thank goodness for that. That scared me half to death. It's only day 35. We haven't even reached day 37 yet and things are falling apart. Ombu's 94% hungry. Ombu, I'm so sorry. The food's coming, I promise. The chefs are cooking it up for you right now. Okay, so if we click on show interactions, it can show us what we can feed Ombu. Wait, it says we can feed him mushrooms, which decreases his hunger by 15%. We might have been able to do that ages ago, but we have a mushroom ball, which is 25%. That's way better. Okay, let's do that as soon as possible. It's Jody Willoughby. She always seems to have the important jobs somehow, but right now she's doing a really good job. Bringing this giant meat ball, well, mushroom ball, I guess. Come on. Our favorite machine ever, the feeding trebuchet. Yes, there it goes. Ombu, your food's coming. Oh, beautiful catch. Well done, Ombu. From 96 hunger, that is so much, down to 71. It's still not great, but it's in the right direction. It looks like we might even have another mushroom ball as well. We've just got to wait for this cooldown to drop to the end. We're also entering the mountains and our herbalist is completed. So while we're waiting for that, let's make a little area where we can actually start to grow herbs. Well, that was definitely getting out of hand for a while, but now I think we truly have things a little bit more in control. We've got our second meatball on the way. Feeding trebuchet, second shot ever. Oh, it looks like a good one. Delicious. Ooh, Ombu's glowing again. Man, I'll never get sick of his glowing belly. It's so good. And that's taken our hunger from 72% down to 47. Okay, awesome. I think if it's below this little line, we're in a good spot. So we need to really keep it down there. One more meatball should do the job, but we're just going to wait a day for that to be ready. Hold on a second. Sacrifice villager? Decreases Ombu's hunger, stops all revolts for a while, and increases cult level. All right, I'm watching you, Jelaine. If you slack off at all, I'm going to research that and I'm going to feed you to Ombu. Yeah, that's right. You keep punching that berry bush. I'm watching you. All right, the other thing we're going to have to start researching is the dung collector. This is a super important building that we need so that we can actually start to research the compost heap, which is what I really want. That has a really important thing that we're going to need early on, you know, to prevent disaster and all of that kind of stuff. Okay, rather than us using an Ombu meatball, we've actually found some nightshade, filling toadstools that will put Ombu into a deep slumber. Oh man, is that actually a good thing? I mean, at this point, if it fills Ombu's belly, I'm happy with it. I'm pretty sure nightshade's a poisonous plant though, isn't it? Isn't that like a really bad plant? I'm sure Ombu will be fine. Alrighty, kitchen complete. Now, like I said, whatever we're growing here, we're gonna cook in the kitchen. So that means we're gonna be cooking beet soup for everybody. Now, the awesome thing about beet soup, see how it's 2 squares out of 3 here? Means it's a much better food than just the beetroots, which is a 1 square. And for every 3 beetroots, we get 3 soup. So it's pretty even trade. Herbs. Oh, the jackpot of herbs we've just found. Okay, quick, get all of these going. Andra, our little herb farmer up here, is just planting them out at the moment. We're not ready to harvest any just yet. Wait, Ombu just walked straight over the nightshade. He didn't even stop. Maybe if his bar's below this line, he's not actually hungry at all. Ombu, that was such a waste. We had food right there. Okay, look, there's no food coming up for a little while either. Oh man, this is the ocean. I think rather than going into the ocean, we want to continue on land for now. Oh, I didn't realize it was day 37. Did we do it? There's no mass deaths, no deceasing of the masses. Somehow we've made it through day 37. Well, actually, there's still like 5 hours left, but no one's died. We're above our needs by 1 point against all odds. We're actually going pretty good on food, really good on water. My goodness, we need to slow down on that. And we've even got some spare Ombu food. I can't believe that. Well, let's just feed Ombu 1 more meatball. We'll keep that hunger below that line. This choice has also turned into a decision between the ocean or the desert. I think out of those two, the ocean is preferable because we've got a lot of water. So let's go in that direction. Ombu listened to us, which is very nice as well. Oh, it looks like we made that choice just in time for our scavengers to come back. They found a magical wood with a magnificent tree in the center of it. You know what? We've got a lot of mouths to feed, a lot of houses to build. We're going to chop it down. Sorry, magical tree. Please don't turn into an ant. 71 wood. That was totally worth it. What a great decision. I'm an amazing leader. You're welcome. There's also this mine over here that has 30 stone and 2 eleflea eggs. I want those. They're actually a pest that can grow on the back of Ombu, and they can be useful in some situations, so we're going to collect them. Never know when you might need these things. For all the crazy stuff that's happening to us at the moment, I don't believe it. Our happiness is up to 6, just because we've cooked beet soup, basically. Our food quality's gone up by +2. The solution to every problem is good food. I swear by it. Yes, here we go. Finally harvesting our own herbs. There's actually quite a lot that have grown already. All right, that should mean that we're going to stay on top of poison, hopefully. Now, what we want to do, which is a little bit dangerous, is in this menu, we can tell our villagers what they can't eat. So if I click on the raw beets here, that means that our villagers won't eat them. They'll only eat them once they're cooked and processed into better food, which hopefully will mean that everybody gets this food quality bonus and will be happier. It does rely on us being able to cook enough food though, so that's a bit sketchy at the moment. Okay, we just got our 3 tools from searching the abandoned encampment, and we are so close to the water. Even Ombu can see it from here, but it's pretty much Ombu's favorite place. Look how happy he's getting already. Just wait until he gets to the water and you'll see how happy he can really be. So just back to our berries for a moment. We keep getting this message pop up saying food is scarce. Villagers only eat when starving to conserve supplies. It looks like in a day we need 23 food available, and we're kind of sitting at about 14 beet soups. Even with 2 people in the kitchen, it's a little bit slow, but I'm just going to keep an eye on it for now. I might just revert it back so that they can eat the raw beetroots. Oh man, Ombu's getting super sleepy as well, 83%. That is not a great thing just before a swim. It looks like he's got a little bit of swimming to do before he's going to get to a feeding spot, but we're going into the water, so there's no time to waste, I guess. Hang in there, Ombu. Don't fall asleep in the water, whatever you do. Also, since we're in the ocean biome now, all of our air wells are at 50% production speed, so it's not 0. Our beets are in this orange zone now, which means they're growing 60% of their normal rate. Not terrible either. Berries, though, just go super strong. So I think I'm going to put 1 extra person in a berry gatherer, and someone gave me a tip that if you put them on plant only, then all of these 20 seeds that we've got should be planted out really quickly into this available space. And you can see I'm building it out a little bit. I'm hoping this is going to be a super efficient little berry collection area, and this will be a new kitchen once we can build that as well. Oh, look at Onbu go! His toots are off the wall. He's actually swimming. Onbu, it's your favorite place. Even though you're exhausted right now, which is not great at all. Oh my god, 93% sleepy. You can do it. Actually, he's losing health because he's exhausted. That is the worst time for this to be happening. But we've reached day 40. We've put day 37 so far behind us. All we need now is to Ombu to get to this feeding spot in one piece. His health's dropping so much, but we're so close to this island now. Oh, Ombu's feet are on land. Our scavengers are also back, and if there's anything I learned from last time, it's do not pass up sand when you see it. So we're going to go and explore this desert island. There's actually a lot scattered around. Ombu, we made it. A little safe haven for you. And it's got your favorite mushrooms on the island as well. But if I was to guess, he's going to have a big sleep instead. 100% sleepiness, my goodness. Yep, there we go. Snuggling into the sand. And one poor stretch and horrendous yawn later, Ombu's finally having a rest. I'm so sorry you had to swim while you were 100% sleepy, Ombu. At least you didn't drown. All right, well, what a place to leave it. We've got some efficiency happening over in this area. I think that's working really well. Once these berry farms get going and the kitchen's over here, our food will be in a really good spot as well. Let me know if there's any efficiencies we've missed. If you're liking the series, leave a like. Let me know in the comments. But otherwise, we'll see you next time. Love you. Mwah. Okay, bye.